Hey guys, welcome to another episode, and this one is a really special one. We have Steph Sutto coming in to talk all things Top Shot, the new collector score with Holo Icon, the playoff packs, the future of NBA Top Shot, and much more, which I think will reflect a lot of the things that you guys are thinking right now. Should you go in for Holo? Should you not? Should you wait? Let's get straight into it. All right, Steph, thanks for being here.
What's up? Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be on your show.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a great life. I can't complain.
It's a good time to be a CP3 fan.
Yeah, seriously. All of a sudden, I was like, CB3 is underrated. Like I'm collecting all of his moments, and then all of a sudden he's going off in the playoffs, and I'm like, okay, let's go.
He was unreal. I was trying to think of a better name for it, but he's literally the point god. He was zero turnovers and everything he contributed. Oh, he was unreal. So I'm really rooting for the Suns and their sick jerseys this year. I really like them. I love a good underdog like that.
Yeah, are you rooting for them to win the whole thing?
Yeah, why not? I'd love someone different to win this
Yeah.
year. And this year's different because I think the healthiest team's going to win. I think the Lakers proved that by being not healthy.
Right.
So I think the Nets are probably the biggest threat to you because they're just so good, especially if they're healthy. But yeah, I'm very open to the Suns winning. I don't even care if the Jazz win, but I love the fact that someone's got an opportunity that they wouldn't actually usually have because it would be like a LeBron show or something like that. Previous to that, the Warriors just owning the league. So I'm really excited for someone different to win it this year.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited for Chris Paul to win MVP, you know?
Hey, Finals MVP. I said to you, he very well. If Suns win the title, then he'll win Finals MVP, no doubt.
Good. I'm waiting for that moment.
And it'll be well deserved for him as well. So, if we're going to go through Holo Icon collector score in a bit, but if if there was a stacking collector score for CP3, you and Alex would be laughing very loudly right now.
There's someone else that just climbed up the ranks. For his 10K assist moment, they're the number one spot right now. I forget what their username is, but yeah, there's people that are starting to. I mean, I just started doing it for fun, and if anything, I should probably stop because it's literally like 50% of my portfolio is Chris Paul moments. But it's just like a fun thing. Like you might as well have fun with Top Shot, and I just started collecting a bunch, and I have probably over 200. I probably have 200 Chris Paul moments total.
Yep.
Spread throughout different kinds.
And he's going to be in the playoff packs, which is awesome. Are you excited for playoff packs per se, especially like it looks like the Suns are doing well and possibly going deeper as well?
Yeah.
What are you thinking around playoffs and packs at this time?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think the playoff packs. I saw their promo YouTube video. If you look at Top Shot's YouTube channel, they created a promo video for the playoff packs, and I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna like do something special for to try to get some new users to get those packs too, because they're every 2 weeks. You have to reserve. And but besides that, regardless, like I think they're really cool, and a lot of people are really excited about these playoff packs. And just a common accessible pack that anyone could buy. It's at what, $14 or $9?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, and so it's like it's a no-brainer to get one, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially as a common. Well, actually, CP3 doesn't have one in this round. We've got Devin Booker, but CP3 doesn't have one in the first playoff pack.
Why? Come on. Oh yeah, maybe the second one then.
He'll definitely be in the second one. Yeah, that's interesting. That anyway. A Holo Icon. Oh, by the way, on the videos, for someone who likes video, the Holo Icon video and the playoff pack video that you mentioned, they're really good. They're really up their game on those. Especially the Holo, the music was unreal.
Well, it was honestly the first time we ever saw like a promo for a pack in a video format. Like they've never done that before. So the fact that the first time they do it, it actually looks really good is like a really great sign.
Yeah. So have you had a chance to breeze through
the new blog? Yeah, the new blog just came out today, Holo Icon. I breezed through it. One thing that stood out to me the collector's score requirement, 7,500, I assumed that it would be that, like, in that range, just because it makes sense that, the most rare, exclusive pack you could possibly get is really difficult to get. It only makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
And it only makes sense to try to get it into the hands of people that are most likely not going to just dump it.
And also well positioned to get it as well. Like, you don't want people stretching beyond their means.
Yeah, right. Right. And, well, 230, also it's $230, which is very exciting, because I was almost debating I was low key debating not buying it if it was going to be $9.99 again. Cause I'm like, honestly, I don't know.
I get terrible luck, but I was the same. I was thinking, so I'm not there yet. I'm not at 7,500, but I've got some notes. So you can actually double your collector score if you own a set. The cheapest set is the gift at the moment at around $500 and something, followed by Hustle and Show at $600 and something. So if you're sitting at around 3,000 collector score, you could double up by getting a set, but that's going to cost you, that amount, which effectively is starting to work your way towards $9.99 anyway. So everyone's going to be in a different boat there. There's a team bonus for Series 1 and Series 2. So if you own all the team bonuses, all the players from each team in Series 1 or Series 2, there's a bonus associated with that.
Wow.
There's a challenge bonus in that if you've held a challenge reward, there's a bit of a kick up, which is good. That's probably been well documented to be a thing before. Obviously, if you're a Cool Cats 30 of 30, there's a 9 lives bonus if you're in that group, and the marketplace bonus again. That's probably the most dumbed down way I've been able to summarize it. Do you have any thoughts?
That's awesome. I didn't even look at the bonuses yet, but I love that there are bonuses like that to boost people up.
Dynamic.
I think that's really smart, and it seems like they put a lot of thought into that for people.
Oh yeah, they must have. Oh man, did you imagine being at a meeting trying to figure this out and how complicated it is? Like, it's just like, so if I do this, this, and this, I can qualify. But I love how there's different avenues. I know it's confusing, but there are different types of collectors as well.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I think I like it. I mean, especially like the team page. If you look at your team page, there's so many different ways you can get some points, because there's 30 teams, and then you've got all the sets as well. So this collector score page is pretty short yesterday, and now it's massive. But
I haven't even seen that. This is the first time you showing me that was the first time I actually saw that. That looks insane. That looks awesome.
All the teams. So it's pretty crazy. It's good though. It's like a lot of detail, just like the circulation update that we got the day before as well. So things are happening pretty quickly with Top Shot at the moment.
Okay, so I wanted to know how you are feeling about Top Shot, because obviously a couple weeks ago the sentiment was like horrible, and it's like, but now it seems like they're making all this progress, all these changes. Like, I just want to know from your perspective how it's been.
So I think there was a real fatigue 2 weeks ago. And I think I saw that in views and growth of the channel. Like, the growth before was like just stupid organic, and it was just going nuts. And it was reflected in the views. And I speak to a lot of other YouTubers as well, and they saw the same fatigue. That's probably the best way I can describe it. There wasn't that sort of organic interest about throwdown packs or the packs previously, or Holo Icon too even. Whereas it seems to be picking back up along with the market, like almost directly correlated with like the market cap giving it a bit of recovery, almost turning it around the point where Rowan was in the office hours. But 100% progressive. They are progressing, they're learning, they're listening, all of which are good things. So I've always been upbeat. I might have slowed down in terms of how many times I buy or log in, but I haven't been selling. I've just been, all right, won't look at it for a couple of days. And that wasn't a conscious decision. It was just I'd always be busy making videos. So what about you? What's your sentiment?
Yeah, I similar to you, like I definitely like toned it down. I probably toned it down a lot more than you actually. Probably like it's been a month probably since I actually bought something. I just decided to just chill because I've bought so much the past several months,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I need to just chill out. So I'm just chilling and just having fun, you know. I'm just having fun with Top Shot, still streaming, doing giveaways and stuff. But yeah, at this point, I've only really been buying packs, like, well, whatever packs are available the past month, which have been barely any.
Yeah.
But I do think that, you know, thinking about the general community, I think people are starting to become a little more confident because, yeah, you know, the sentiment was really low before Roham did that office hours, and I do think that was one catalyst. I think there was
Mm.
multiple things, but that was definitely one that really helped the morale. But I was actually gone. I took a break for a whole week. I was out of town visiting family, so I missed the office hours live. I was like, dang it.
Yeah, yeah. I always miss it live because it happens at like 3 a.m. my time.
Oh yeah.
And if you go back and listen to any office hours, that would be the one to do. He's quite a good public speaker, and I didn't realize, and I haven't watched it yet, but he's actually done a TED talk, Roam.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I haven't watched it. I've put it on my saved list. So he's
You should
clearly a
watch it.
good.
It's great.
I know it will be, but he's a really good speaker. Obviously instilled a lot of confidence in people and stuff. But no, yeah, I'm always positive on Top Shot. I still think we've only scratched the surface. So the problem is a lot of people log in every day, and day to day you don't see much difference. So no wonder they delayed Holo so much, because looking at what they've done now, they've implemented so much.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
yeah,
makes sense.
it's progress. It's undoubtedly progress. Like, it might not be perfect yet. I've seen a lot of people say that on Twitter, but it's 100% progress.
Yeah, it is. And usually Twitter, to your point, you can tell how people are feeling based off of Twitter, especially the people that are tweeting about Top Shot, you know, every single day. It's like I follow some people, and it's like just a couple weeks ago, you know, they were kind of starting to lose some hope, you can tell. And now it's like they're like, okay, I think, you know, Top Shot's making the right decisions. I think, you know, it kind of was important that Top Shot took a step back and stopped releasing like all these base packs, and
Yeah.
you know, because they're releasing a lot, and that was a huge concern for a lot of people. And so I'm glad they decided to kind of replace the base packs with just the playoffs every 2 weeks, and then, you know, only reserve those base packs for the new people. That definitely makes a lot more sense to me, and
Yeah.
especially since Series 2 is going to be ending soon, sometime after finals.
Yeah, I think they said they effectively paused the weekly pre-reg RSVP packs for playoffs, which makes sense. Playoffs should be special. I mean, if you're going to have a slogan, own the history of NBA, like, that's playoffs are where it's at. So
Yeah.
100%. And back to like the Holo icon point, like there's only 2,500 packs. So I wonder, Live Token on Twitter, for the previous MGLE pack, they had some really good stats on how many people were actually eligible. And so what it turned out was there was 20% of people that were eligible, but only 20% of those were actually going to get a pack, just by the sheer availability of there's only 5,000 packs. So I'll be very interested to see if they come up with however many people are eligible for the 7,500. And I think that'll dictate my decision and others on whether they go all in on getting a set to double their points or something like that as well.
Yeah.
Do you think a lot of people...
on Twitter today, I saw on Twitter today that it seemed like there was this chart that Live Token did. I don't know, the person screenshot it, but there wasn't any context. So I don't know if that was the one from the Meagle pack or not, but it looked like there was like almost exactly the same amount that qualified, that's how many Holo packs are available. It looks like when I saw the chart, I was like, what? So if that's the case, then I think a lot of people are going to try to qualify because the chances might be really good.
Well, they should be better because, I mean, the threshold is higher, isn't it? So I just added them before, but I haven't got any notifications from them yet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that last time I looked at them just before this recording was all the MGLE stuff. But yeah, very interesting to see what it is, because, you know, you could have a 1 in 2 chance of a Holo pack, which is pretty sweet. One Holo, one legendary, 3 MGLEs, however many base sets, 5 or something. So, I mean, that's a haul.
Yeah, and I'm curious to know, like, I remember thinking if they lowered the price of these Holo packs, is that going to make the previous Holo pack that was $9.99 look bad? Like I really kind of thought about that for a second, and I think if we didn't have collector score, it probably would. But since we have collector score, I think it's more of like, I think they call it like the thank you price or something, where it's like they're thanking collectors for having such a high score, and like here's a significant discount, and so I think overall it's actually really good that they lowered the price like that back to the original price. And I'm curious to know what they like. Was this just a one-time thing, or are they restructuring their prices?
I think it's ongoing personally, but so let's have a look at the marketplace, because I do this sometimes, and I did this last Holo. What I did was I looked at the cheapest legendary moment. So let's sort by lowest ask. So the cheapest legendary moment is $950, and previously, like, the packs were $999.
Yeah.
But then you're getting all the MGLEs and the commons on top of that. So theoretically, just having a $999 price, you could return your value. But then if you wanted to get that dapper back, you're encouraging people to sell. By having a collector score, you're right. You're rewarding people because they've already obviously spent money to be in that position in the platform. And, they're going to get sort of return on EV or dapper that they'll be able to move with and buy stuff they love. But do you have sort of like some thoughts on, I don't know, the EV argument?
Yeah, I think legendary packs should be, positive EV, like at all times, with a bunch of chances to like really hit it big, purely because they're called a legendary pack for a reason. Like, it's supposed to be extremely special. So if anything, those 950s, I'm actually glad that they moved up, because they were in like the 700s before on the marketplace.
They were.
And I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, Holo moments are supposed to be very special and very exclusive. And so I do think I'm curious to see how it plays out of these new Holo moments. How much are they going to go for? Because with the Meagle moments, since they went into the hands of, collectors that have, spent a lot of money on the platform, they didn't go for too cheap in the secondary market. They didn't take a crazy dip like some people thought that they would. Like the Kevin Durant moment, it's holding strong, and of course all the supply's not out, but still.
Yeah, the Kevin Durant moment surprised me. I thought when I saw it enter the marketplace and it was like 2,000, 1,500, and then someone went $1,000, bang, and I thought, here we go. It's going down to 500, just like the rest of them. And then it didn't. It went back up. And that really surprised me. And some people were lucky enough to buy it at $1,000, which right now looks like a steal, because it's currently sitting at, what is it, $2,000?
I think it's like 1,900 when I saw it.
Yeah. So this is the MGLE Series 2 set. And so if I organize by circulation, we can see all the ones that just got released. So you've got...
What, 27 or 28?
Oh, that was $2,000 last time I looked at it.
Oh my gosh.
And it's down 4% in the last 4 hours, apparently. Far out.
Okay, that's also because there's barely any listings, 35, so it probably doesn't take much for a few jumps, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I have viewers that managed to get KD. I have a few that actually got some really good serials of Halliburton. And I was like, wow, yeah, go guys, really, really happy for them. Jokic at 685, he hasn't moved, which is interesting because he just got MVP. But yeah, I mean, you're right, it's holding, and there's I've seen a few tweets about this as well. There's a real shift in like the stability of this right now.
Yeah. And I think it comes down to who got the packs. And I think that, is because of the collector score. And so, as much as people are like, I hate that it's becoming pay to play, I do think that it benefits the market a lot. I think they want this kind of thing. And I also think it just brings confidence to the platform. Like, okay, great, my investment, if I buy a moment, it's not going to just like keep going down, because we're kind of stabilizing a bit. And if anything, pumping a little bit up, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think it's good overall, for confidence, because it's like, of course these are collectibles, but like people put their hard earned money into this. Like they don't want to just see only going down, right? Like they don't want to think that they shouldn't have bought it.
I'm not sure it is just pay to play. I would even argue it's also collector play, because if you've had like the reserve packs for the last couple of months, your collector score is going boom, 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 boom. And if you've been moving and collecting team sets or doing a couple of Cool Cats challenges, which are pretty cheap towards the back end,
Mhm.
those things are really adding up to the point where I was eligible for the rare. I'm currently not eligible for the holo, but I could hustle towards that way, but I'm not sure if I will.
Right.
I'd rather stay. My pie in the sky at the moment is the conference finals packs, which is a rare pack.
Yeah.
Well, not pie in the sky. Pie in the sky would be the finals packs, and I'd rather sort of long term get my collector score ready for that one. Now that I've got a metric to aim for, based on this holo pack, because
Yeah.
I'd much rather put all my eggs in that finals basket and have a chance at that than this holo icon. Personally, what do you think? Stupid?
No, I think it's smart. Like because in the future, I mean, it only makes sense that they're going to keep this collector score thing. Like it doesn't make sense that they're going to scrap it. So
No.
it only makes sense to build it up so that you're prepared for like all future drops if you want them, assuming that you want them.
Yeah. And some of these moments are sick. The holo one, I covered them in a previous video because they sort of got leaked early. But yeah, I mean, for me, now that I've got a target, actually, now that I've thought about it, speaking to you, I think I'll bootstrap towards the legendary finals as opposed to going all in on this one. Because then CB3 is going to win it, finals MVP. I'm going to get him in a holo pack.
Yeah.
And
Jersey number 3?
or imagine what's the lowest cereal you've ever pulled in a pack?
And number 2 was the lowest. Number 2, Darius Basie, legendary.
Wow, dream.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah,
I,
it was lace him up, I think.
oh, awesome. And so when did you join Chop Shot again? And when did you start streaming on Twitch about Top Shot?
I joined in October, when they first opened up the beta to the public. So like, people joined as early as June when it was the closed beta, but I didn't join until the open beta, and by accident, because I was actually just looking for my crypto kitties, and I stumbled upon the Dapper Labs website, and I was like, what is this NBA Top Shot? Like Dapper is coming out with this new thing. Like I'm just trying to find my crypto kitties. But I put my email in to sign up anyway because I was just curious about it. And then I got hooked right off the bat. I was like in the Discord. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like there's barely anyone. It was like there was only like 100 people chatting in the Discord. Like it almost at all times there was like nobody chatting, and just sometimes there would be a few. It was like this place is dead, but it was fun just to collect, moments. And I thought that it was going to take years to get to the point we're at now. I literally was like, oh, these $1 S1 comments that I'm buying, they might be worth $5 in like a year or something. I was like really thinking that. So yeah, I don't think anyone expected it to blow up so quick, and it was kind of an accident that it did. And we kind of had to suffer the repercussions of that. Everyone that joined in February, because it was just unattainable. But yeah, I joined then, and then I started posting on Twitter first. I think in January, when there was the first kind of like viral moment. And, the first boost of a bunch of people joining was in January. I had taken a 2-month break because I went ham for a month, but then I was like, okay, I need to stop spending my money on these things. Like, I can't even afford to do that. I'm working as a server in a restaurant. Like, I'm just going to take a break because I can't, like, stop trying to buy moments unless I don't look at it. Out of sight, out of mind. And even Jen, my twin sister, was like, Steph, like, we need to stop buying. Like, seriously, this is just eating up money, and we never sold anything at all. So we just bought. Then January comes around and get a little boost, and I'm like, oh my God. And that was the time when I decided, I'm gonna start a Twitter account and just update people on Top Shot, and then shortly after I created a Twitch. I think a month later, maybe in February, I created a Twitch account because I saw there was just such a need for content creators like making video content, and I don't like to edit. So I know Steve's really good at editing, but I was like, I'll just do live, and so I decided to do Twitch, and that's how I started.
My viewers know that I I've gotten some flack because I've fumbled some names in the past before. So, and that's with edits, and I would just let it breeze by. So, editing is something that is a must for me, and well, doing these sort of things with you is a leap for me. It's a challenge for me because I might sort of fumble someone's name, but not yours. But I also started Twitter, YouTube for Top Shot. Hadn't been on them much previously. It was just, but it's just where we are at the moment. And you're one of the really sort of always positive people, leading ladies of Top Shot world. And yeah, you're a quality follow. So I will link your Twitter and your Twitch in the description. If you haven't checked it already, please go check it out. Well worth your time.
Thank you.
But what else is on your mind at the moment in Top Shot land? Do you have a strategy? Are you just having fun buying the moments you love? And the other thing I wanted to compliment for you is I've been in your Discord. You were talking about how Top Shots was quiet for a time. I haven't been outspoken in your Discord. I'm too shy. But you've got some really quality community in there. Shout out to Alex, Easy Name, a few others. Kindness personified. And you fostered that as well, which is a credit to you, and nurtured that into whatever it is. So,
thank you. I didn't know you were in our Discord.
I think I jumped in. I was listening to one of your Twitches, probably the one before the one I went on with you, and I think there was a link there, and I jumped in, and yeah, just really good vibes in there. So
yeah, it's a small little community. Like I've never posted about it on Twitter or anything. Like only like some people from Twitch know about it, and it's just an easy way for people to just chat with each other. And I don't even chat as much as most of the people in there chat. Like it's not even for me. It's like just for everyone, the community. And yeah. But thank you. I appreciate the compliments.
No, well worth it. And like I said, kindness personified in a lot of those people who I've been lucky to interact with as well. But yeah, back to do you have a Top Shot strategy? Are you just buying moments you love, having fun? What are you doing?
Yeah, my strategy has changed. My strategy has definitely changed. I feel like my strategy used to be more of like only S1. I didn't care about S2. And I've pretty much only been, the past couple months, I've really only been buying S2 because I was going for I decided to go for the volume play. Like before I was kind of buying like the higher end, like single digit serials.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I'm like, you know what? I actually like having just a bunch of these like cheap moments because they're fun to do like giveaways with. And to gift to people, like, if it's their birthday or if they need a moment or something. And B, it's just like, it's nice to have a variety and just have fun with it. Like I've kind of taken the more like fun approach recently. I used to be a lot more serious where it's like, I only want quality in my collection. Like the moments I have in my collection, like these are the only ones that I actually really want. And now I'm just like, I'll take some people that I don't even know in these. Like I just want to kind of have a variety and just have some fun with it. But I also think it's because we've been in, a dip for a while. And so it's like, I'm kind of buying some of these moments that I'm like, when we pump up again, like I'm willing to let these go, you know, to then reinvest in like some moments that like I really have my eye on, but I just maybe can't afford right now. So that's kind of what I've been doing and like I told you recently, I actually haven't like bought anything, partially because I've been really busy and haven't been able to be on Top Shot like every day like I used to be, but also just because of the fact that I've already done so much buying. I'm kind of like tapped out at this point. I have like 21 sets of my Dapper and I'm like, I can't put more money in. I just can't.
if I log on, like I'll likely buy something. Like if I see an Aussie or a Steph or something that I think is a really good price,
Yeah.
and so keeping dapper, which I have been for playoff packs, has been challenging. And I have no willpower, especially when it comes to unopened packs. I just don't do it. I have to open them like straight away. So yeah, and you reminded me of one thing. I remember Moment Ranks posted on Twitter, if you were looking to up your collector score, what would give you the most sort of points per dollar? And it was actually Series 2 Common. It was something like 4 points per dollar or something like that. So volume in that sense is actually, for the last drop anyway, before all these bonuses, was actually a sound strategy. And considering like CP3 is the perfect example, superstar, quality player, and you can get him for what now? $5, $4, $6?
Yeah, 5. Yeah, and I was buying him at 7, a bunch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought him at 4 at one point as well. Donovan Mitchell the same, and I know he's not Chris Paul, but he's the key player for a contender on the other side of the bracket as well. And so if you look and you care, there's plenty to be had if you want it.
Yeah, 100%. And that's actually the reason why I stacked so many of those Chris Pauls, because I'm like, this is a superstar, like, and he's the same price as all these other that aren't even as good as him. So I'm like, it made sense for me to buy him every time I wanted to spend $5 rather than buy like someone that wasn't as good. So I just kept, every time I would look at buying a moment, I would think, how many Chris Pauls could I buy? And that ruined me.
The CP currency.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm like kind of like done with collecting I have so many Chris Pauls. I'm kind of like, I think I should be done with it, and I should like, but you know what? When I get more dapper, I don't even know if I'll stick to that. So we'll see.
Okay, so be honest. On a scale of 1 to 10, how annoyed are you that you are not like number 1 on that stacking list of that CP3 moment?
Okay, so I'm number 1 on his flat tire moment, his 35K LE. And so I'm fine being number 1 on that. That was kind of my goal. I wasn't, I'm kind of mad that I'm number 3 on the 20K. Like, I don't even want to like think about it, to be honest. I don't look at that leaderboard.
We'll move on. I've got his, actually, back to serial number that I asked you. My best serial number that I've ever gotten in a pack was Chris Paul, serial 171, 15,000 LE now. And that was an assist. So it's not like the craziest moment. You know, they've improved their moments a lot since then. But that's the lowest serial I've ever gotten.
The lowest you've ever gotten, 171?
I told you I wasn't lucky.
You need some better luck, Steve. Come on.
I know. I just videos, I guess, are my luck, maybe.
Okay, well, you know, probably I'll tell you what, the next pack you're gonna pull a single digit. We'll just say it right now.
All right. Well, hey, there's one this weekend, playoff pack. So fingers crossed. I don't even know who I want. Who would you want if?
Booker.
Well, it would obviously be CP3, but he's not in the playoff pack drop this one. So
I honestly didn't look at the whole lineup. I like skimmed it really quick and I saw Booker, but I was just looking for Chris Paul. So like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really look at the lineup.
Yeah. I think Booker would be a good one because he's been unreal.
Yeah,
he has been.
He's a second-hand man.
And he's perfect for that at the moment. Here we go. I've got the page now.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So Phoenix, because I was looking at this for you. We've got
LeBron.
But he gets an alley-oop from CP3. We've got LeBron. That's going to be his only playoff moment. So either sad or happy, depending on who you are. Ben McLemore. I'm not sure why he trumped into this list. And Booker capping a 47.9 with the two-handed slam. And this is, did you see this? This is when he was sort of heckling the, it's really funny. He dunks it and it's kind of like garbage time. And then he screams, as they do. And then he says, what? Thought so, to one of the Lakers players because they said nothing back. And he was just giving it to him. And it's actually really, really funny. I'm surprised that one made it in. And the Trey bow at the Madison Square Garden didn't make it in because it's obviously got to go past the PFA and all that. But I guess, Chris Paul's the president of that. So,
Oh yeah. Dang. Well, that's awesome. I probably want the LeBron then if I'm looking at all those.
yeah, I think LeBron would be the one. I mean, Lillard, that was pretty amazing as well when he hit a three to go to overtime. Oh, this is the one I want, actually. The Luka one-legged three-pointer. That's my pick.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Against the Clippers. That was insane. It looked like a circus shot. So that's my pick. If I was to pick one thing for Top Shot luck, this drop.
Nice. Okay. There's some really good moments in there. No wonder people are so excited about that pack.
Every week there's actually a really good highlight that I mean during the season, Top Shot, the hashtag was just like, here's another round of people shooting mid-range jumpers or something. But in the playoffs, every day is really good.
Yeah, I know. They should have done the Top Shot this contest like now, because it seems like all these moments are really cool. Like, but maybe they'll do. I feel like they're starting to do showcase stuff. I mean, we saw the blog where they were doing showcase, but it didn't say that there was any prizes. It was just like, you should do this. But I hope they do more stuff like that. Showcase contests where like you can win packs.
Or quest. Do you hope they do another quest?
Oh yeah, I really hope. I love the quest idea. Like,
yeah.
I actually helped a lot of people like complete the quest because I had so many of the Chris Paul seeing stars moments, and it was like
of course, you needed
seeing stars. So I loaned them out to a lot of people. But yeah, I love the quest because you have options. You don't have to only collect like this player, this moment. It's like, it just, in general, a guard that does this. Like, that's really cool to me.
Yeah. And the community got me through that quest as well because I had one seeing stars. I previously had more, but I got rid of them. And then I got loaned a couple of seeing stars, which got me a Ben Simmons. And I think that was probably my second lowest serial I've ever gotten. It was 3 digits. I can't remember what. But yeah, just again, the community and this sort of group, community is probably the best word I can think of, even though I'm trying to search for something better. It's just really different in this niche on this platform as opposed to coffee or finance, what I've previously worked in. So, and I don't know where you're working now, but I imagine it's probably similar for you.
Yeah, well, truth be told, I'm building a community from the ground up for this new startup project that's going to be built on the Flow blockchain. I'm really excited about it. I'll be announcing it soon. It's just we don't want a bunch of people to like join the Discord when we're not ready yet. So yeah, but it's in the works, and it's just community is like so important. And I watch a lot of NFT projects. I don't buy a lot, but I watch a lot, and especially during drops. And it's like their community is literally the thing. Like you look at Bored Apes and how they got so big. Their community is so strong. If it wasn't for their community, it would be nothing. It's all about the community. So yeah, and the Gary V NFT, all about community. Like that. This is the kind of stuff that through the thick and the thin, like during Top Shot, like while we've been in the dumps with Top Shot the past several months, it's like because of the community, people feel like we're all in this together.
I'm glad you mentioned Gary V because I've followed him for a long time. He's been an inspiration of mine.
Yeah, me too.
He was right about Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Like the list is just ridiculous. The fact that he's doing NFTs now and he's looking at it as a 40-odd year project at least. I mean, if that doesn't wake you up from that guy on NFTs, nothing will. Yeah,
Gary, I've been following Gary V for years now too. I actually have his K-Swiss collab shoes, and I'm always excited. Like, his clouds and dirt is what he calls it. Like, be in the dirt, be grinding, be working, but keep your head in the clouds and dream. Have big visions. And it's like, yeah, the fact that he came out with NFTs, I'm like, yes. And a lot of people that follow him, that was their first NFT experience, and they're starting to kind of branch out. And so it's like, for Top Shot, as a community, like we need to, kind of embrace a lot of these new people and teach them about this kind of stuff. I think Top Shot's perfect because it's not complicated. Like it's super easy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the perfect gateway. It's got the easiest onboarding. You know, you start with maybe a little bit of credit card that gets you Dapper, that gets you Play. And then you don't need to know anything about blockchain or NFTs. You're in. It's just the easiest sort of, onboarding and gateway drug to NFTs. And yeah, I think Gary was interesting because he was really quiet on NFTs. He was getting asked about it a lot. And he was like, I don't know enough. I only speak to what I know. And he would say that for months and months and months. And then he was like, bang, I'm doing this. I'm all in on NFTs. And then all of a sudden he had his own. So I thought it was really eye-opening. I was like, okay, I chose a good niche because this is serious. This is the future, as you and Jen have said. And even though a lot of us think that we wish that we started when you did, back when it was open beta originally, we're still early.
Yeah. We haven't even, Top Shot hasn't come out with a game yet. We can't even take our moments off the platform yet. Like there's so much potential with what can be done with Top Shot. And it's just, nobody likes to hear this, but it's literally just patience, because it takes a lot of stuff behind the scenes to like get all this stuff done. And especially having all this attention that they do, they can't afford to like mess up, like, you know, so they have to make sure everything's good before they release this kind of stuff. So I think there's a lot of potential, as you said, and NFTs in general are here to stay. Like they're the future. Everything's going to be tokenized, you know, and a lot of artists are going to start looking towards, you know, turning their physical art in some way, you know, into an NFT so that people can digitally own it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where do you see Top Shot in 5 years? Really quickly, we'll close up with some quick fire questions.
Yeah, I think in 5 years I see the mobile game being a huge thing.
Massive.
Because I think you're going to be able to like earn rewards in some way, and I think people are so obsessed with moments and packs. I think the game will enable you to like earn those. I'm just assuming, and I also see more third-party apps or more third-party sites, like for example, Moment Ranks has the fantasy, fantasy draft. I see more third-party stuff creating games for Top Shot. You know, not necessarily Top Shot creating them, but other apps creating them. Definitely, you'll be able to take your moments off the platform, put them in your own wallet. You know, trade them on OpenSea or sell them on OpenSea. 5 years is a long time. I think there's so much that can happen in 5 years. I think in 5 years it will be mainstream by then. I think your average NBA fan will know about Top Shot and will have moments. And I think you will be able to, you know, go to an exclusive NBA Top Shot booth at the game, exclusive merch if you own certain moments. It would be airdropped moments if you go to a game. Just big picture stuff like that.
Yeah, and hopefully a plane ticket from Australia to get to your first NBA game. That would be also awesome.
Yeah.
What is something that most people don't know about you? Can you share something?
I would say most people don't know that I actually love my hobby is going live, and I love going live. Like people think that it's like, you know, I feel like I have to do this. Like I literally love going live. I would just make up a niche just to go live and have, you know, people to talk to, because I'm such an extrovert. So I think most people probably don't know how much of an extrovert I am. I also love like human interactions, and I love to party. That's probably I probably should have said that. I love to party. That's my favorite.
It was a good finish to that. All right, Steph, thank you so much for being on the channel. We appreciate you. Go check out her Twitch or her Twitter, and you will get some positive vibes there. Other than that, thank you for being here, and I will see you in your next Twitch stream.
Peace.